In my justification for this third and final creative project, I state that in the Lessons and Legacies chapter of Anthony Appiah's The Honor Code, How Moral Revolutions Happen, it is stated that both recognition and esteem can be distributed by honor codes without any regard for morality, on page 176. In this sentence, the author's idea of separation between honor and morality becomes apparent. I attempt to represent this in the form of a haiku. With these 3 lines, I try to illustrate Appiah's idea that one may have honor from a people, but this honor does not necessarily mean that a positive morality is included, and are therefore separate ideas that do not always occur in congruence. So the basis for this project was, after reading through the honor code, and specifically on page 176 when Appiah was talking about the separation between honor and morality, I was thinking about examples of how this can be varying throughout society and culture and history. And my first idea for this project was actually a different project where I was going to make a series of 3 photos of 3 major figures in world history that all had great levels of honor, but had varying degrees of perceived morality and moral goodness. So originally I had started a project that included a photo of Hitler, a photo of Jesus Christ, and a photo of Gandhi, all of whom, during their times and throughout history, depending on whether it was in their lifetime or afterward, received numerous amounts of respect, and sometimes the opposite, but regardless, they all 3 received numerous amounts of respect, whether or not that respect was well deserved, and whether or not these were moral people. Because, for example, we know Hitler, there were all the atrocities with Nazis, but with Jesus Christ, in a Christian view, he was amazing and wonderful and receives the highest honor, and in some cultures and religions, that's not agreed upon. And Gandhi was seen as a man of peace, and so there's all this debate over morality, but regardless, it's hard to deny that at least during some specific time, or currently, these 3 figures received or do receive high amounts of honor. Some may have passed already. For example, I don't know of anyone who still gives Hitler large amounts of honor. I'm sure there are those stragglers out there who do, but the generally perceived opinion is that this is not the case. However, Christians still give Jesus strong amounts of honor. Gandhi is taught in history classes, and so that's what started my idea. But as I made the collage, I didn't feel that this was incredibly creative with the visual aspect. So I tried to, that was my basis, but I decided if I could make an original poem, I could represent this idea in a more original way that wasn't just me getting some photos and putting them together and explaining it. And so that's where I got the idea of, I was kind of thinking the lines of Hitler and trying to make it sound like a man is coming to power, he becomes an important figure, the public begins to follow him, all of a sudden this man starts doing immoral things, everyone kind of comes to their senses and they think, oh my gosh, what were we doing respecting this person? And they see all the atrocities that are happening, and at that point they have regret, they have remorse, they feel guilty for giving such a person so much respect. And that's where I kind of try to show through words how honor and received honor, but also the morality that comes along with that, they can be very 2 separate things. They can go hand in hand, or they can be 2 very separate things.